continues on Saturday with the Battle of the Atlantic as Alliance, formerly known as Evil Geniuses, will be taking on Dignitas, followed by SK Gaming versus the Super Hot Crew. They are games you will not want to miss.
Yeah, and it's actually crazy to think about this game, how even though MYM has been in the LCS and played big games, and Copenhagen Wolves is looking so strong coming in here, and they went 5-0 in the group stage, none of that will matter if these teams don't win 3 out of the next 5 games. Because they don't do that, they're not in the LCS this split.
Well, here we go, ladies and gentlemen. Game 1 is underway. Meet Your Makers as the blue team and Copenhagen Wolves as the red team. What will we see from level 1 from these teams? We've seen a couple of invades over the past. I've been watching a lot of OGN, and honestly, teams have been playing it very cautiously as we approach the 2014 season.
There's definitely a renewed sense of caution here in the early game. There's the occasional fight, but if you're up against a support Annie who has charged the W stun, so pretty much, aside from Alistair, the only champion that can give you an AoE stun at level 1, you don't want to mess with that early on in the game. So MYM, as you can see, is setting up a fairly defensive wall and thinking about looking at the blue buff later, but this would be, even though he's not going to run into anything right now, Makade's thinking about a very dangerous thing at the moment.
Well, that's it, though. With the Evelyn, they could stealth their way in there and take a quick peek, but with the wards obviously available, this is the 2014. Everybody has a ward, apart from Amazing, who can scout out those wards. And this is something, actually, we're thinking that it's going to be a big play. And talking to the players, it seems like it will. Trinkets can get swapped out for free if you haven't invested in them.
I'm expecting to see a lot of trinket swapping in this match, mainly because you can see one red sweeper trinket on Amazing early on. He's going to try and take out a ward early on if he's expecting it to be in a gank path, but once supports get their Sightstone, they'll replace it with a sweeper trinket so they can both ward and